Hola from the west side. It is me, DCThePurpleDiva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Sorry I'm so late tonight, but I had some stuff I had to do in real life. And it went on longer than I expected. And then I had to eat. Hey, uppity unicorn. My birthday was nice. It was nice. I did a little vlogging, but I'm still celebrating. I'm one of those month-long celebrators. So I have some other stuff that I'm going to be doing this week as part of my birthday thing. Going to a concert this weekend. And a couple other things coming up. Hey, Terry. But yeah, I had to get on here, y'all. So, let me just first say that the impeachment ended the way we thought it would end, with 45 being acquitted. There was one lone wolf, Mitt Romney, who voted for the impeachment on the Republican side. I believe he's the only one who did. So I don't know how I feel about it. Even though it went the way I thought it would go, because it really, really sets a precedent. And I didn't watch the State of the Union last night because, I'm sorry, it was my birthday. I wasn't going to watch that. But I did hear parts of the speech. And he covered a whole lot of stuff, but he purposefully included multiple instances where he was referring to a person of color, that he was making sure got help. And then it came down to giving the highest honor you could give to a civilian. And he gives it to Rush Limbaugh. I'm sorry, excuse me. Isn't this the same man who has made derogatory comments in regards to people of color? Or am I tripping? Am I remembering that this man has said things that were offensive to some groups? Maybe it's just me. But that's, you're going to do all of this stuff. You're going to show, you're going to put all these black people out there like they're, I don't know, show ponies. And then you're going to add insult to injury, and you're going to give that to this man. And okay, okay, I'm sorry about what he's going through, health wise, but that does not take away from the fact that he has a history. He has a history of making very controversial racial comments. Supposedly he's a Christian, but how I feel about that. And then the people that he had up there, people of color, he was just using them for his, the purposes. Because, all skin folk ain't kin folk, y'all. I mean, Alice is in a precarious predicament because, okay, yeah, he got her out and she's free and she's back with her family and everything, but that was through the efforts of other people and, just getting that paperwork in front of him. And of course he did that so he could later use this for now. And now he's helping the young lady who couldn't get into a specific school because in the state that she lived in, I believe the governor wasn't allowing them to go to the school of their choice. Hey, Sadie Jean, thank you. It was just, the parts that I heard of the State of the Union were interesting to the fact that you guys have to remember that 45 was a reality star, and a businessman. And it just seems like the things that he does are calculated moves for appearances. And that's what it felt like with the people of color, specifically Black people, that he had at the State of the Union in the gallery, as he called it. And I don't hate this person that is our president. I just don't trust him, and I think I think he is, he feels that he can do whatever he wants to do. And I think that that's dangerous to us as a country. I just do. Especially, after this impeachment hearing. And then on the other side of the aisle, y'all, the Iowa caucuses. We still don't really know who came out on top. But it looks like it's Budapest, or whatever his name is, followed by Sanders, followed by Warren, with Biden coming in fourth. But can you guys believe that they used an app for the first time without having it really, really tested? Democrats, what are you guys doing? What that may The Democrat Party looked so crazy, y'all. And apparently, New Hampshire was going to use it, but they scrapped the idea of using it because of what happened in Iowa. I don't know why they did that. This was not the year to do new stuff. So there's not a real clear winner, but it's troubling that Budapest is in first. It's troubling to me because I feel that he would push the alphabet community's agenda over everyone else's. That's the feeling that I'm getting from him. You know, and I need a presidential candidate that's for everyone. Pete Buttigieg, that's the one who said if he's elected that he would take away the nonprofit status from all churches that refuse to do same-sex marriages. I think he is gay too. Now that would be interesting. And then Sanders came in second. But I think a lot of people thought it was going to be Biden Sanders. But we'll see what happens in New Hampshire. Because you can't even really trust the caucus because everything was all jacked up in Iowa. So you can't even trust it. You can't even trust it. Not at this point. And I know they're supposed to be doing some different stuff with the stuff here in California. Like in California, we can already vote if we want to. And the primary is what? I don't know, six weeks away. But if you want to go ahead and vote now, you can. So, because I already have my ballot for the primaries here. And I know that they're going to be using some computer type of system in some places. I don't know. They've got different things they're going to be doing. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to be doing the voting here. My personal opinion is stick with the paper. Just stick with the paper. We're used to it. Don't try to give us new stuff right now. This is just my personal opinion. You know, especially with all the stuff that happened in the 2016 election with outside entities, you know, doing things to mess with the election. So the last thing we need to be doing is changing stuff and trying to take everything to the internet for this one. You know, I know you want to be efficient, you know, but for most states, paper ballots work. They work. They work. They work. You know, so just my, you know, it just seems like there's going to be some controversy doing this electoral process because it's starting out with this mess. We're starting out with with issues with, we're using apps for voting. What the? Stop it. I think it's just going to it's going to cause some issues, and it's truly making the Democratic Party look foolish right now. It is making the Democratic Party look foolish right now. And after the things that happened during the last presidential cycle with the DNC, and all of that stuff, it's like they need to keep stuff as clean as possible this time. No confusion, no craziness, because there needs to be confidence in the vote. There needs to be confidence in the voting process as well. And it's not looking like there's much confidence.
Don't smoke crack.
Really? Exactly. People need to heed the advice. I don't know what they were thinking about using an app. And I mean, you guys know I'm a computer girl, okay? I'm all for innovation and everything, but the main thing they needed to be worrying about and working on is cybersecurity for the electoral votes. That's what they needed to be worrying about. Going out and using some new cockamamie app at the first primary, at the very first one, they do this. Y'all. I didn't talk about this last night for multiple reasons. First of all, I was hoping that by today, foolishly, I was hoping by today, they'd have something resolved. And there was really nothing to talk about last night because they'd screwed up. So I just, foolishly thought that they would have it worked out by today, but nah. Nothing was worked out. Nothing was worked out. And Biden, if he, he better start moving his tush and getting out there and doing some grassroots efforts and stuff, because he can't be coming in fourth again. That will definitely shake it up as far as him having any chance at actually getting the Democratic nomination. And y'all know that because the impeachment process went the way that it went, that 45 is gonna start investigating Hunter Biden again. Just want y'all to know. But now he's just gonna do it right out in the open because he feels that he can do what he wants. By getting acquitted of impeachment, he feels that he can do whatever he wants. That he's been given basically carte blanche to do whatever he wants to do. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. But everyone has moved on to New Hampshire. Because, I mean, really, the only thing we have to look at is what's going on with the Democrats at this point. You know, Mr. Trump has that Republican nomination locked up. No issues at all. You know, nobody's going to challenge the quote unquote now considered unimpeachable president. Ugh. Just, it set a precedence to me. It set a precedence to me. But we shall see how it plays out. Yeah. But we'll see how it plays out with the Democrats. But state-wise here in California, though, it appears that on the November ballot, there is going to be something to get statewide rent control, which is badly needed in the state of California. So we'll see how that happens. I know, like, locally where I am, in the area that I'm in, they didn't have rent control before, but because of the proximity to the new Rams Chargers stadium, they've put it in, at least for the next several years. So we'll see how that works. But they're talking about this for the entire state. And be honest, it's really, really needed. I mean, of course, there are areas here where rent is typically lower. But in your more urban areas, in what are considered the desirable parts of the state as far as real estate, rent is crazy. I mean, in Los Angeles area, a one bedroom is probably like around $1,500 generally. You know, and that may or may not be in a good neighborhood. And I'm not kidding about that. Because even on the east side, that's considered the not so nice part of town, they try to charge crazy rent for places that have been built that are newer, you know, like townhouses. They'll be asking, you know, $3,500, you know, a note. Somebody's house note, literally, for these townhouses in the crazy part of town. Gotta wonder about that. You really, really do. So you guys, as you can see, I'm working on my branding. So right now, my little branding thing is me with the little artist easel. And then you can't see it on there, but it says Artsy Autism on there. I've got to redo it, but I'm playing with it. You know, I'm trying to use my creative side. I'm trying to find one of those programs where you can make the picture into a, animated picture. So I don't know. I'm just trying to play with it to see what I like. So that little watermark up there may be changing once I figure out what I want it to be. For real, I'll put it on my YouTube as well. So it'll be on my videos. So I'm trying to move it up, y'all. I'm trying to move it up. Hey, Matt. Good morning. Because it's Wednesday for all of us now. I mean, it's Thursday for all of us now. Yeah, so I'm working on branding. I'm trying to get it together. But I am less than 10 away from 1.5. So by tomorrow, I should be at 1.5 sometime tomorrow. I was trying to get there by yesterday, the 4th, my birthday. But I think I'm okay. I'm only a day or two behind. Because I literally between yesterday and today, gained 50 friends. I've been all over the place, y'all. And in one of the growth streams that I've been in, and you've been in that same growth stream, Uppity Unicorn, there's been a lot of people from Brazil and Jamaica. So gotten a lot of new friends that are in those two places. And, when you go into their live streams are different, So I've been to one of the Brazilian ones. And I'd been to his before, but I went to one of his I went to one of the Brazilian ones today. I missed the 421 today, but I'm going to have to catch them tomorrow because I didn't catch either one of their lives today. American Patriot. But I'm just expanding around YouTube because I told y'all I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year in subscribers. So that's going to be a lot of work on my part, and I have a goal of when I want to get when I want to be monetized by, so I'm working on all of this stuff. I'm working on my hours. I'm helping other people to get monetized at the same time that, and they're helping me, watching my 1,000,000 hours of live streams. But I'm still not at the 2,000. I'm trying to get to 2,000 watch hours by the end of the month. And that's a lot because I'm only, that's 120,000 minutes for those, for all of us who have our stuff in minutes. So, and I'm around 90,000 something minutes. So I still need 30 something thousand minutes to get to 2,000 hours. Yeah, y'all know my major was math. So I'm okay, I'm getting there though. I'm getting closer, so I've got a couple weeks. So as more people as I get more subscribers and more people look at my videos, you know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, y'all. I'm going to have to gossip a little, huh? Yeah. Yeah. No, they'll get up there, you know. Because there's people, I'm telling you, there's people that don't gossip. There's people that are vloggers that've got like 4,000 and 5,000 right now. So, and they've been on here for as long as I've been. They've been on here like around the same amount, but they've been really grinding a lot more. And they're just doing vlogs, or they're doing mukbangs. Yeah. None of them are doing none of them are doing the gossip stuff. So it can happen, you know. It's just going to take some time, though. It's just going to take some time, you know, and I'm not, you know, I'm not doing, you know, I'm too old for beefing, y'all. I told y'all I'm 57 years old. So we don't have time for beef. We don't do clicks. I'm not in high school. You know, and I'm me, myself, and I in these YouTube streets. You know, that's the way it. And you know what, y'all? That's the way it unfortunately has to be. You know, you have people that you like to collab with and everything, but when it comes to, you know, the silly stuff, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it is sad that they love the gossip more than they love knowledge. It's true. Well, they like to see people beefing and acting a fool. That's what they like. It's all over. It's all over YouTube. It really is. I'm like, as soon as you look at it, one part of YouTube, then you turn around and you see another video has popped up about something in another part, or another live has popped up. And now somebody else is going at it. You know, and those types of live streams and videos, you know, there are people here who are strictly here for that kind of stuff because it's entertaining to them. That's what they're here for. They're here to be entertained. They don't care to be educated. And see, the thing is that I don't think that people are understanding that this particular platform is really trying to evolve, you know, because y'all know there's stuff going on outside as far as the parent company, Google. They're still trying to break up, you know, the parent company and stuff. So the last thing that they want is issues on one of the mainstays that they have, which is YouTube. So they'll start shutting, you know, I mean, they've already shut down channels, and they'll continue to do it. You know, that's why all these people have backup channels. That's why people have the backup channels. You know, and I mean, healthy debate and healthy banter is one thing, but some of it, you know, like I said, you know, we see it's gone way too far. People have taken stuff off of the platform. they're the beefs are on multiple platforms. You know, they're not just on here with their beef. They're on Facebook with their beef. They're on Twitter with the beef. They're on IG, and it's, you know, it's just going around and around. You know, and you know, right now you would think, at least in the Black sector of YouTube, that maybe we would want to like have a kumbaya at least for the month of February, and maybe just educate about a lot of the different things that Black people have done, and how this will be how America will be a desert wasteland if it wasn't for us. You know, learn that kind of stuff. How about that? You know, find out all the things that we have done, many of which we didn't get credit for, but still we did them. Like, you know, think about it when you're sitting at that traffic light. Think about that. Think about if a Black person hadn't invented that there might not be a traffic light there. Hey, Time Studios. So, you know, I mean, it's like they could be doing this at least during this month. Everyone should, you know, all of the things, the beasts should just go to a chill. You know, everybody go to their neutral corners and let it go for, you know, and concentrate on content, concentrate on educate, you know, people about our people and, you know, the stuff that they've done in this country. I'm just saying, you know, because from what I can see, it's just from what I can see, most of the beefing is in the United States for the most part. You know, I guess other countries, you know, people in other countries, they don't have time for all this nonsense. It's more I mean, you, like I said, there is some beef in the gaming section that goes around and around, and that's kind of international, you know, but really the gaming section is what started, you know, YouTube, you know, and their stuff doesn't blow up, it seems, to the point that some of the stuff that's in other sectors has. But, you know, I think if some of us just continue to do what we do, continue to put out content, positive content, knowledge, you know, upload our videos on whatever our topics or contents are, that, you know, we can kind of tune out the noise. That's what I say, Terry. You know, and concentrate on educating folk. And, you know, some people are doing that. Some people are taking the high road, at least it appears to, you know. But we're only at the 5th day of the month, you know, and plenty's been going on. And we're only 5 days in. Only 5 days in. You know, so that's why I'm going to just try to concentrate, you know, putting out some things, some nuggets about Black Americans that have done things in our country that, you know, people may not know of. They may not know about them. And there is this poem. I have to find it, but there's a poem that someone wrote that talks about the fact that America wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for all of the inventions that Black people made. I'm gonna look for that poem. If I can find it, I will share it on one of the upcoming lives. Now I know, like tomorrow night, we're going to be doing some of the stuff that Terry and I have been doing. You still going to be ready to do that tomorrow, Terry? And I'm not going to come on late like this. You know, because there's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. There's so much stuff going on. That's another thing that I did take as one of the sound bites that I heard in the speech last night, where 45 said that he was going to end this war, this eternal war that we've been in. You know, the war that I keep speaking on that's been going on since before my son was born. So he claims that he's going to end it. And then he's talking about, you know, putting an end to terror, you know, to the Islamic terrorism. But, you know, I need to dissect that, because we know that sometimes when you're looking at these quote unquote terrorist groups, they're assumed to be part of Islam when they may not actually be part of Islam. So I got to kind of dissect that, you know, because I can't just look at it the way that it's put out in the media. And then really you got to look at what that statement he made meant. You know, because, you know, 45 is very purposeful in the things that he said in the State of the Union last night. And the majority of the things that he said, from what I heard in the sound bites that I listened to, were very campaign driven towards the next election. You know, but here's what I'll say. He is known to not do what he says he's going to do on things that are important issues. Like he promised to keep all those jobs in the Midwest. What happened? What happened? You know, I don't hear him promising to get their jobs back. Do y'all? Yeah, they claim it after the act, but the thing is that he makes it into that this is religious, and the people that are practicing these terrorist acts are not of true Islamic faith. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, I'd say that's true, Matt. I'd say that is true. You know, but he just, man. I'm just not I'm gonna hold my comment. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. See how the New Hampshire primary goes. We're gonna see how that one goes, and then I'll say something after that. If it's still going to hell in a handbasket, then I'll make my comments. But I'm not gonna say anything until after the New Hampshire primary, which is coming up. I think it's in like 2 weeks. Yeah, something like that. But guys, can you just imagine that literally the election is months away? Months away. Yeah, I know, Matt. But you know, and they do consider us terrorists because we have our military all over the place in the Middle East. Supposedly peacekeeping. That's what they're supposedly doing. So but I don't know if that's necessarily why we're really over there. We don't seem to get a straight answer on that either. So just reading the chat, making sure I'm not missing anything. Squatting for oil. Yep, that's pretty much. I don't know why, because OPEC is those sheiks are, they got, yeah. They will defend their oil. They'll defend that oil. But yeah, of course, that's why we're over there. And we're so greedy because we have a ton of oil, but we want to use other people's fossil fuel. We want to use other people's fossil fuel instead of using our own fossil fuel. You know, use theirs all up and keep ours for surplus. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what our country does. We want to use other people's resources, their natural resources up, and save our own. I've been on for like, what? Almost 50 minutes. And I'm going to probably be getting off in a few more minutes because I came on so late tonight. And I do have to go to work tomorrow, y'all. Well, today. I have to go to work today. Everybody in the house got to get up and go to work this morning. So, yeah. But I had to get on here because I'm like, you know, give my commentary about that mockery of an impeachment. I mean, I have literally been around for all 3 impeachment hearings in modern day history. But this one was just sad. It was like, why are we even doing this? If this is the way we're going to treat, the judicial system, and it's like, it was a total mockery. A total mockery. In my opinion, Oh, I didn't watch it. Not today. I was doing something else. I just waited for it to flash across my phone. I was watching movies, doing stuff around the house, enjoying my day off. But I was not, wasting my time. I mean, he knew what was going to happen last night. You could tell. I mean, but it was like, nobody should be surprised by this, because with the exception of Mitt Romney, everyone pretty much voted down party lines in the Senate. For many of those Republicans, they don't have a choice. They feel, because I don't think there are no term limits in the Senate, are there? Or in Congress. They can just keep, as long as they win, they can just keep coming in. It's only term limits on the presidency. Yeah, they probably will. Let's hope that doesn't happen in this lifetime. I need to be gone before that, so it needs to happen. Another 75 years. So my kid is gone too. I don't want him to deal with it with a Hitler type. Shoot. But telling you, they want this. Many people, this is what they want. They wanted this person. They got what they wanted. And they see how this man is making a mockery, in my opinion, of the highest office in the land. I feel that he is. I feel that he's confused. That he thinks that he's a king. This is not a monarchy. So, exactly. Yeah. And he seems to be in awe of that person in that other country, for some ungodly reason. Exactly, Matt. Exactly. Great white hype. Great white hype. Exactly. But you guys, I'm going to get ready to get off of here tonight. I appreciate you guys coming on, because you could have been anywhere but here with me. And I know I came on late. I know I did. Let me see if I can turn on my camera so you guys can see me. Hey guys. See, I'm about to fall asleep on y'all. But thank you for coming tonight. I will see y'all tomorrow. Until then, guys, peace. Peace. Peace, 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 peace. And blessings from the West Side. Bye, everybody. Good night.